Building with medieval mom. I don't know where that came up with that. It just kind of popped in my head. But no, working on phase two. It was pretty funny. Almost finished with one POI, and I got a couple of others that added to the list. It's like I like it because they're different buildings than I've done before. So each one creates its own. I get to create my own world in this world. So, anyway, happy Saturday. I hope everybody's had a great day. Today was a fabulous day. For those of you that know my ongoing saga with my minions, my two-legged minion, my 15-year-old, great day, and the four-legged minion, my moose butt dog, low-key day, not as high charged as she has been all week. There was minimal licking at the elbow, nudging my elbow, mom play with me, keep me busy. There was none of that. It was beautiful. It's the simple things in life. So, let's see. Last I did was add the staircase. To go up to like a little de facto storage loft area. Complete with floating lantern. Let's try that. There. Okay, that works for me. Just trying to shore up the inside here. Okay, yep, those are painted. Oh, I am not finished. I must put up some pictures. Miss Amy needs pictures. Alright, first, coffee's not hot enough yet, otherwise I'd be having coffee, but I'm also trying to minimize my coffee next to the computer because I have been known a time or two to spill the coffee on the keyboard. Yeah. And let's face it, this close to Christmas, that would be a really bad thing because there's no funds. So, maybe Santa Claus will get me a coffee cup that has a lid, one of those no spill ones. Even though they say it's no spill, I'm sure I'd find a way. Alright. No. Why is that like that? That's not supposed to be like that. There we go. I have to remember that when I paint outside and I have that paint the whole block, yeah, it screws things up. Alright, pictures. Yeah, need some potted plants too. There. Pictures. There we go. No, we're not putting it on that wall. have one of the multi-panel series. Takes up that space in the wall beautifully. And we can continue. Of course, I have no idea what the pictures are. I can't see them. It's like, okay, that works. They need a nightstand. Chairs can go back there. The height of the nightstands, the two stacked, reminds me of a dresser that I had a tall boy like that, except the center was two doors that you open. Yeah, I'm so short. I'm 5 feet tall. I couldn't see in the top drawer. So that dresser became my husband's dresser because he's over 6 feet. Okay. Oh, I see a spot here. It needs to be painted. It's the little things. It's all wainscoting. And it's not painting. Okay. Anyway. So need a space. Wood door. Thank you very much. Okay. Ceiling, I'm going to leave it open-ended. Hey, hello, hello, hello. How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining me. Happy Saturday, my friends. I hope you had a good day. Okay, so I am looking for the molding that matches that up there. So I can put it up there and fix that. I wonder if it'll. And that would be a no. Nope, that's not it. That's ugly. Ooh, it's not what I want, darn it. Alright. I'll have to figure out the name to it another time. Okay, so that's done. Oh, I need something on that wall. Oh, I can do a couple of pet pictures maybe. Portraits already. Okay, so back downstairs. What I need security gate. That's what I need. Thought I saw some earlier. Couches. Gun safe. Yeah, we gotta put those up. Oh look, spot perfect for it. Or not. Ought to be perfect, okay. Yeah? Yep, that works. Let's get a color. No. Anybody in an active kitchen knows you don't want to paint it pure white. This, all I did pretty much was paint it, cleared up a few spots. Another door. Aha, I knew I had more stuff. I always have more stuff. This is the upstairs. Upstairs to the upstairs. Okay. What? I wish these were usable. That would be cool. Okay. Let's get placeholder in there. was the difference between the two? Let's pick that one up. Okay, one was bigger, one was smaller. There. Food. Greetings, greetings. Hola, Mr. Red. How are you today? Save that there. And then coffee maker, must have coffee maker. Let's put the coffee in here. Check. Okay. Hey, Maria. Welcome, welcome, sunshine. Hugs, hugs, hugs. I hope you had a good day. I am finishing up the bakery. That's a big spot I did not paint. Paint. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Mama. Spend it with my kid. Aw. Red, there is no way to unpure your thoughts. There's you couldn't even do it with hydrochloric acid, dude. Okay. We joke around, but we do care. Alright, let's see what this thing looks like. Nope, not what I wanted. Nope. Always coating the paint. Mm-hmm. Excuse me about that. I just about barfed on my keyboard. Must have been something I ate. that's great. Bulletproof glass doors, but the other stuff isn't. Fabulous. Let's try that one, see if that works. Hmm. I do believe that is a bit big. Let's go next size. Alright, that's a little better. But we're gonna have the magical floating. Okay, that's gonna go. There we go. Wish I had mud 7 days so I could put my own content in it. Who was it? Was it Izzy? IZ pre-built taught himself in 3 weeks to mod. I know somebody who's made simple mods, and he's wanted to he's offered to make me a mod with the killer chickens, and he's offered to do a mod where, you know, like I have the sleeping wolves, but to do it for all animals in the game. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So please let me get this to fit somehow. And that would be a note, maybe? Aha. Possibly? What? It's on the inside. That's awesome. How's that for 7 days physics? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I do have a request, and with the decor, um, my thing would be rugs for the floor, not the lovely, what, three choices we have. And I mean, not that doesn't have to be anything elaborate. Just, ugh, nasty ass carpeting. Okay, inside, and yep, inside. Okay, that works. I'll take it. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, it's good. That side. Even if it's as a paintable feature, it's fine. Um, I mean, we have a red, the industrial gray. Even if it's something, let's say, uh, a rug, a brown rug, a plain brown rug, not that nasty tweed that they have. The three variations of it that all look disgusting. Maybe like use the tweed, but maybe put a border on it, around it. Something like that. You know where I'm going. You got taste. I know you. More than taste, you have common sense. Oh, excuse me, my bad. Uncommon sense, because Lord knows it's not common these days. Oh, decor. They have the signs, right? But they're wood and you can't paint them. So let's say for restaurants, you got the chalkboard paint. Why can't we do a chalkboard sign just like the wood signs, but when you hit E, you can actually write on it? Let me know if I'm going too far out on a limb here. um, let's see what else. Decorative static plates. Maybe some plates for a restaurant? Maybe some coffee cups for a restaurant? I'm not even gonna go with silverware. Just plates and cups. You got coffee machines and there's no plates and cups. Or, you know how they have the shelves in the gas stations and um the here, just to keep it simple. Well, they have the specialty supply shelves for like gas stations, stuff like that. How about one for the kitchen that has plates and cups already on it just from a decorative feature? And maybe one with pots and pans for the kitchen, like a pot rack. Yeah, I know. I was watched his stream when he was talking about it, and I'm hoping that the antibiotics kick in and do well for him. Trust me, he's in my prayer list when I go to bed at night, and when I get up in the morning. Before I even go near the computer, I sit at the table with my cup of coffee, and I do my morning prayers and pray for people. And then I start my weird day. So, if I wasn't such a nice lady, Red, I would say something to that. Yeah, I'm a little too nice for that. I can't say what I'm thinking, but. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is closed. Alright, I think the bakery is pretty much done. Mm. As soon as I come. Shit, don't want to make the game harder. There's plenty of mods to do that. If I wasn't such a nice mom, I'd make this my son's center. It's a mental health, like, psych office building. Okay, that's not where I wanted to go. Where's that other building? Oh, this will be one of the other ones I'm working on. Jimmy's Gym. Mm-hmm. Except I think we should call it Mom's Meltdowns. You, me, Jesse. That'll be nice. I could think it though. Anyway, text the infidel. He was in my stream this morning because I was up at 2:30 and I was on at 4. So I was like, "What do you want, Tex?" And he's like, "Oh, gym or gun range." I'm like, "Oh, there's a gym right outside my building." So he has the gym, and I'll be working on that one. But there is a phenomenal place I saw that's perfect. What does that say? Something bank? Okay, can't see. Seymour Bank. Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. It was in the bank. This was a as soon as I got on to watch. Oh yeah, no, that's Murphy's Law. Just when you get comfortable and you think you have a minute, haha, not. That's what you get for thinking. I know. So I have to say, I was blessed this morning. There was a God. My son and the dog slept in to almost 9 o'clock. No, that's a lie. It's about 7:30. I was still extremely happy. The Minotaur Theater, no. I want to decorate these trees with lights. It's Christmas time. Pete's Grill, no. I wonder if that's like Butcher Pete. Oh, it was Blissful. Oh yeah, I'm glad I got up at that time in a way because, yeah, I had to wake my husband up 3 times in order for him to be up on time for work. I'm like, if you go back to sleep, I am not waking you up again. Look what they have for me. Bottomless barrel coffee. I was like, yes, please. Let's see. I have to change the name. Where are my blocks? Okay, that's not gonna work right there. Do it that way. There we go. Medusa, I think I said the story yesterday. She was one of the mods on the Wild West mod, and she did the horses for the mod. And she was in Ash's stream all the time, and she's a coffee hound just like I am. So we trade messages back and forth. And she had asked that I do a build on a vanilla world, and they would look at maybe see implementing the POI in the Wild West mod. It never came of anything, but it was just an honor to be asked. So, and in the farm life build, I built her a coffee station in my restaurant called Medusa's Magic Elixirs. So, and she's not a streamer. She doesn't stream. And that's the other thing was, I started out with streamers, but there's a lot of you awesome guys that don't stream. And it's like, no, I got people that mean things to me, and they don't have to stream. You guys will get included. Like my buddy Swift. His whole name's Swift Fart, and it's like, no, I'm not calling you that. So I said I'll call you Swifty Swift or Swift, but that's it. Over there. Oh, that's the other thing that would be nice. Some more paint color choices. Like navy blue. There's like only one blue. Maybe a dark green. Because that's one thing that Tex asked me this morning. He goes, "What about dark green?" I'm like, "Sorry, they don't have it." Let's see what this place looks like. Okay. See the barrels. That's a little rough there. If it were New York City, I'd pick up the register and run. Yeah, that's not working. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, look, I'm all about the coffee. But they said coffee barrels. This is like Chinese buffet action right here. That's got nothing to do with coffee. Am I wrong, people? Am I seeing this wrong? Okay, wait a minute. What did I do wrong? I'm coming. Yeah, I started back then because I had the ampersand here because I was going to put Medusa and Medieval's coffees. I'm like, nah. But yeah, I'll get around to moving it one more over. Okay, so please explain to me how this place is a coffee joint with the 18,000, steamer tables. I'm not seeing it. It had me all excited here. Yeah, look at this. There is no coffee joint that I know of like this anywhere. Oh, guess I don't have to worry about moving the letters. But now I have to come up with a buffet. That would be pretty. Oh, there's a lot that they can do for flowers. And your favorite flowers are the red roses. Mine are the yellow or the peach roses that are outlined in red. Um, oh, see, that's what I'm saying. It looks like a Chinese buffet. So now I'm going to have to take down that sign and find a different location for Medusa's coffee shop. I was all excited. All right, guys, put on your thinking caps. Let's see. Oh, I love these. I wonder. Yeah, no. All right. Yeah, no, it's an epic disappointment. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. We have an empty store here. Mm-hmm. Yes, hence Redneck's Chillin' Grill. Hmm. This looks. Oh, look, and it's right next to Mom's Meltdown. I like it. Oh, hey. You know, I'm just gonna leave that line of thought alone, considering you got the psych center next door. So let's get rid of that. I'm all about a morbid sense of humor, but you know. Okay. Let's see what we have upstairs. don't like these buildings like this. Not happening. Continue scouring the neighborhood. Oh, did you see the side of the building, what it says? Isn't that bad? Such a girl color. Okay, so that's the back of the bakery. Amy's Bakery. I do have to fix the sign on the front. What is this? I can't read what it says. Buy and go. Nice. Buy your stuff and get the hell out. Must be Rick's cousin. Oh, buy and go apartments. Oh, damn. That's a major fixer-upper here. Okay, I need lights. Okay. Oh. Jessie, my girl. Oh, come on, quit with the fog, people. Law office. Nope. Not feeling this building yet, though I do like the ceiling. Let's see, what else do we have around? Knock off the fog, people. Feel like wrecked cats. What is he, a distant cousin? nope, that's the back of the Hoochie Entertainment. Nope. It's the apocalypse. I'm not setting up a building in. Oh, wait, what's this? Lazy Spa. Empire. Pizza. Hey, Token Latin joint. That's the first one I've seen. Nope. That. Mm. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Don't want to go too far out from the center. Because it kills the effect for me of Streamer's Lane. I want insurance. Nice. Yeah, it would be nice to have insurance in real life. Ugh. Hmm. Let me see something. like these connected buildings. Just saying. So I have an idea. That breaking floor just scared the bejesus out of me. Okay, so if we separate the two buildings. Yeah, the three buildings are connected apparently. 1, 2, and then back here. Okay, so I can't count, so it's 2 buildings. But it looks like 3. Yeah, because those look like terraces for apartments. What is this? Travel center. I'm sorry, but Travel Center does not need a big old building. Just saying. Back to the insurance place. Yeah, he's kind of little right now. Ooh, nice skylight. Okay. So is this just the garage? Well, that's okay. Oh, no, here we go. And a huge tower. Name it Mom Tower. One day I will redo one of the towers, whether it's Vanity Tower or I think it was Vanity that I was looking at, and not Deshang Tower. Right now, Blazing. Okay. What's the deal with this building? Nice looking building. Sure, it's all gutted on the inside. Yeah. Major fixer upper. Alright, need some light. See, over here, what? That's the town hall over there. What is this? Delivery center. Apocalyptic FedEx. Hmm. Ooh, I'd have fallen off the roof. Thank God for God mode. it. Historic District Office. See, I can't see the red letters. What they say, I have to be. S Marketing. Okay. S Marketing. Alright, this has the promise of a building. A usable building. Oh, the marketing one here? Well, what I'm looking to do, not only am I still looking for Medusa's Coffee Emporium or Magic Elixirs, whichever, I want to combine it with, you know how they have the Cracker Cafe? Well, I want to do a book and coffee deal. Yes, Jesse, I said the word books. Because the downstairs could be, you know, the coffee shop, yada yada yada. And say you come upstairs, and there's a lot of wasted space here. Open these rooms up. Oops. My bad. I know. Your girl after my own heart. Well, back when I could read. When I could see the print. You know, most kids would look for games and stuff like that. My mom's like, only you kid. I'd get like gift certificates to, at the time, Barnes and Noble. Man, I lived in that store. Alright, well, it's got possibilities. It's got possibilities. Yep, even though I'm in creative mode, I cannot pass up. I get a flash of inspiration, I think I should go work on. Yes, Sunshine, we definitely soul sisters. There's no doubt about that. Oh, no. Police department? No, I'm good. I see this one already. Oh, no, I did not see this one. I like the outside of the building. Watch the inside be all trashed. What'd I tell you? Alright, let's see what else we have. I like the bone structure of the building now. It's got that old world charm. I'll tell you how much of a book nerd I used to be. Let's see, it was back in 90s. For work, I had to go to Atlantic City to a conference with my boss, who also happened to be my best friend at the time. So, as is true to form, night before, I go to Barnes and Noble. I get a couple books. I get some magazines. Meet her at the airport the next day. And she goes, "Okay, you got everything you need?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "You got something to read?" I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "What'd you bring?" I'm like, "My latest issue of Foreign Policy magazine." I said, "The Memoirs of Madeleine Albright," which is this huge, thick book. And she looked at me, she's like, "Are you kidding?" I'm like, "No, what?" I was like, "I just got the magazine in the mail. That's my new one." And she's like, "I bring People magazine, the Star newspaper, and you're bringing biographies and memoirs." I'm like, "Yeah, what else is there to read?" It's like, I ain't wasting my time. Oh, Lord. But the look on her face was just absolutely hysterical. See, I like that one. It's a little big. And I like this one too. I like this one for that library type feel. It's not too big. Oh, hey, look. It's not too big. So you can do like a residence and then the library. That was my thing. The last book series for entertainment that I read. Really? Was when I got hooked on the Gears of War franchise before my eyes went bad. I looked at my husband and said, I want the entire book series. And I read them all except for the last one. Um, yeah, I haven't been such a Gears of War head. Books are phenomenal. Alright, so let's see. Ooh, this is gonna be a total reconstruction. I try the honest way. So I gotta want to decorate this thing with lights for Christmas. If it wasn't so tall, I would glass roof it. And make it like an atrium. For what, the Gears of War series? Oh, it's great. And they're saying October of next year, Gears of War E-Day's coming out. Which I'm not sure I'm going to be able to play. But I will give it a shot. Storylines are great, the characters are phenomenal. Gears of War, I came into it at Gears of War 3, which was great. And then everybody trashed on Gears 5 because it was such a departure. Which I didn't find it all that bad, but then again, that's me. But yeah, the characters are absolutely amazing. And that's what grips me. The two main characters, Marcus Phoenix and his sidekick Dom, that whole storyline. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to save this building, but I will do something with it. Once I get all the other... Once I get all the other stuff. Barbershop. Pet shop, what? See, we need pets. Ah, oh, there's my bear. Alright, doghouse is looking a little on the ragged side. What'd I do? Thanks for the compliment. I didn't do anything. Okay, now here's another pet peeve, right? Pet shop. Think we could have put some, have some decorative dog bones. Little shelf unit. We got the stupid terrariums for the snakes. Not even anything that looks like a fish tank. It could be empty. Well, okay, except for that. But it's got plants in it. Could you have made a real looking bird cage? I love animals, but that's one thing I do not like is birds. I get on my last nerves. That reminds me, my sister-in-law. Hello, hello. Doing a flyby? Hugs, 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 Alfred. Welcome in, sunshine. Busy night at work? Oh, wait, it's Saturday. You're off. I hope you had a good day. Just hanging out with Red and the girls. Alright, get off the... Oh, sweet. I'm glad you're off. I hope you had a good day off. Hey, Z. Welcome in, sunshine. I was scoping out buildings for redo, and this is a serious fixer-upper, which I might make into a library and coffee emporium. But when I tell you it's a fixer-upper, it's a fixer-upper. And I thought about glassing off the roof, leaving the tree, and making it like an atrium. All's good here. All's good here. But yeah, I like this tree in the middle, so I might have to do that. Oh, and I'll have you guys know the snow biome got picked because Z, she's like, it's going on Christmas time. You should go to the snow biome. I was like, well, snow biome it is for phase 2. So, oh Z, you'll appreciate this. Hang on. Yes, Jesse, I promise I will get those loot boxes. I know those drive you crazy. I forgot to turn them off again. Yep, so just been flying around the city, scoping out locations. But this is where we're at so far. Please leave the fog alone. Go away. Oh yeah, that was the other building I was looking at. Just seems to be that all the ones that I'm looking at are major fixer-uppers. Where was the... Bear with me 1 second. Because see, that's my point of reference. You claim the biggest building. Of course you do, Alfred. But, this is gonna be Swift's booby trap stripper bar. Chronic, his sidekick, is gonna have the adult theater. And then I was started out looking for a bakery, and lo and behold, right across the street was a bakery building. So it's now Amy's Luscious Buns and More, keeping with the theme. But actually her streamer name is Amy Licious. So I'm like, okay, how perfect is that? So I just finished her building. I have that down. So, wood walls, nothing's changed. Downstairs is pretty much... God, that got laggy all of a sudden. Yep, this is all pretty much the same, just a paint job. Unsafe. And then upstairs, for the living quarters, since it is a warehousey type building, she really liked the wood paneling. She's like, don't move, don't change it. I'm like, okay. So when you come upstairs, these are her living space, entertainment space. And I used a mixture of the closet doors as window shutters. And then here is the cooking station. Wood stove. So, not cooking. Close it up. Little dartboard area. And then, look, Jesse, token area. Take note, books. And then, inside is her inner space.
She was causing trouble all the time.
Okay.
She just
Oh.
wouldn't go to sleep.
Okay, Grayson, that's fine, honey. Yes, baby. Get your medicine done?
And she's already
Did you get your...
She's just used to her cane
Grayson,
now.
did you get your medicine done, honey? Let's focus, okay? So, and then here, again, laundry. Hot water heaters are on that side. Facilities. And her bedroom. You know, I wanted to keep a lot of the industrial type feel. And then here for shutters. Grayson, my son, I love you. Did I ask you to do that? I appreciate that you're trying to be helpful, but that's not helpful to me right now, okay? Thank you, baby. And then this is just a loft area. I love you, honey. And then it's just a loft area. So this is her apartment. And then naturally you got rooftop. Which up here, last thing, you know, a couple of dew collectors. That's all I'm gonna do up here. But yep, this is Miss Amy's bakery. Oh, Christmas dinner conversation? I love that conversation. I will be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. That's right. Gotta have the love. Cincinnati style chili. Favorite. Oh, Red's got a phenomenal recipe for chili. Maria, what kind of glaze do you put on your ham? What do you do for it? Thank you. Man, I wish we could sit on the damn couches in this game. That's the other thing. Yeah. I'd much rather sit and talk about food. Because I'd be sitting here, I'd be chilling, I'd have a cup of coffee in my hand. I think I do, Jess. Well, let's check, 'cause I think Red posted his chili. If not, I'll have to make one. If not, just post it in general for now. And then I'll make one. But for ham, because I'm diabetic and I also don't like anything overly sweet, um, I found I take apple butter, a jar of apple butter, on a pre-sliced ham, and I mix it with a little bit of mustard and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then slather the entire ham with it. It is perfect. Even my husband, that has a major sweet tooth, yeah, he really likes it. Well, I tell you what, the apple butter will cut down on it significantly, the sugar content. So it's literally just a jar of apple butter and not even a whole jar, and mustard. And I just use the Walmart spicy brown mustard. Oh, I tell you, it's simple and easy big time. And naturally, once the ham is kind of cooked through, and if it's a pre-sliced, because you don't want the apple butter, the natural sugars in it to burn, I just start glazing about 3/4 of the way through. And then I take a little bag of carrots, throw them on the bottom, because you got all the ham and apple butter flavoring down there. So, hey Jay. Yep, I promise you'll get hooked on it. Hey Jay, we're discussing food. I was in Jay's stream the other day and we got to talking about foods. Yes, that's a topic that seems to follow me. Oh, we're discussing holiday food. And I was just telling Maria about baked ham. And she has family that's diabetic, and I said, well, I'm diabetic, and what I use is apple butter. You cook your ham 3/4 of the way through, mix up some apple butter, mustard, and a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and you slather it all over the ham and bake it the rest of the way. Yes, do you not know? You guys don't have apple butter? Never knew that was a thing. Yes. They take apples down and they cook them down, and I think it's what's added. Is it molasses? A little bit of molasses, and it still has a semi-sweet flavor, but it's not uber sweet. Because the primary is the apples. So yes, you'll have to Google apple butter and see what that is. Um, but yep, that's what I slather all over my ham, and then I take the little baby carrots and I throw them on the bottom of the pan. It's already got the sweetness from the apple butter and flavor from the ham. So that's 2 down right there. This that's a new bit of info for me. Yep. Jay's in England, guys, if you didn't know. Jay's in England. Cut him some slack. Good lord. So, yeah, that's what We did that for Thanksgiving. Now for Christmas, we got a pork loin on sale, which I butterfly it, um, and lay it out, pound it out semi thin, and then I take fresh spinach, fresh mushrooms, garlic, and I saute it till the spinach is wilted down. Then I take a thin layer of cream cheese. I spread that on the inside of the pork loin, then the spinach and mushrooms, and then I roll it up and tie it and bake it. It's a roulade. And there's tons of different things you can stuff it with, but we're gonna do that. I'll send some apple butter. Here to defend yourself. No need to defend yourself. Well, maybe against red, but Mom, I'm coming to your house. Come on. I'm Puerto Rican. Lord knows I cook enough for everybody. But yeah, so the pork roulade, and somebody's like, wow, that's fancy. I'm like, it really isn't. I enjoy the kitchen. And first of all, being on a budget, find things on sale. So as soon as I find that boneless pork on sale, I'm buying one and freezing it. And then it's just really spinach and everything else. Now, see, that's the hazard of cooking since I was 8 years old. I am a serious food snob. My food has to have flavor. And my food really is not expensive. Period. We don't do ground beef because the price of beef is through the roof. We use ground sausage, which I find has a better flavor anyway. So, now I've been told that my entire life. You should open a restaurant. You should write a cookbook. I can't write a cookbook. Mom does not measure. I can tell by smell. I can tell by look. Teaching my son how to cook. He cooks 1, maybe 2 nights a week. And I'm like, this is salt. Well, Mom, that's too much salt. And I'll tell him, this is about 1/8 of a teaspoon. Well, how do you know? Go get me the measuring spoon. Meanwhile, the salt is in my palm, and I'll scoop it up, and he's like, how do you do that? Oh, absolutely. Check it out, Jay. It's great. So yeah. And big cuts of meat. Any of the boneless pork roasts. I marinate them and then I freeze them. Any meat I buy, I marinate it first, then I freeze it already. So that way when it thaws, it's really gonna have phenomenal flavor. Mm-hmm. I can't do it any other way. It's been so long. Even with the visual issues, I still have no problem. So, yeah, it does not stop me in the kitchen, thankfully. That courtesy of the Instapot that my father and mother-in-law bought me. They bought me 2 because I used the first one so much I went through it. I don't measure. I don't think I've ever measured. Making Spanish rice, long grain rice at home. My mom would This is about how much rice. You wash it till the water runs clear. You put 1 cooking spoon of olive oil in the pan, toss the rice in it, add boiling water and a little bit of salt, and you know that you have enough water when you lay the cooking spoon on the surface of the rice and the water just barely covers it. Don't ask me what the measurements are. Oh, yes, Instapot. As a matter of fact, talking of recipes, one of my community guys, Jeffrey, timber cutter, who I did the silos for, he works out in storm areas to cut down wood and trees and all that. So his name is actually Timber Cutter, and he has a bunch of Guatemalans. And we were talking about food and traded a bunch of recipes, and he's like, "What can I do for them?" I gave him a couple of recipes. I've said, "Follow it exactly as I tell you. Super simple." He's like, he brought the food to work for the Spanish guys because I guess the other crew members don't treat them very nicely. And he goes, they were just about doing backflips. Whoever this girl is that taught you to cook this, you need to marry her. And they're like, sorry, she's married already. And they're like, oh my god, tell her to send more recipes to you. And I said, I just gave you flavors that are a taste of home. So when I was in Florida, I used to sell at a market, and every Saturday I would do my own canned foods. Share. I'll share. I'm always up for sharing my recipes. But I used to do canned foods, canned soups, all that kind of stuff. And my glass jars. And I lived in Southwest Florida, just outside of, close to Miami. And I had a Cuban man come up because I had my beans, black beans, canned. And he was pretty snotty. And he goes, well, you Cuban? I'm like, no. And he goes, well, how do you know how to make black beans? I said, because I know how to make black beans. Well, are they better than Cuban black beans? I said, you'll have to buy a jar and try it. He bought a jar, quart jar, and you know that the next Saturday he came with his wife, and his wife said, you know what? You have me and you have my mother beat for your black beans. And I smiled. I said, thank you for the compliment. And then they proceeded to buy 3-quart jars of them. Share what, Jess? Tell me what you want. I do the Spanish foods. I do Italian food. I do some Greek. Tzatziki sauce. Oh my god. I gotta watch it because my husband can eat that stuff by the gallon. But yeah. And it's funny because the more stressed I get, the more I cook. Spaghetti sauce to... I like white chicken chili. For some reason, I've lost my taste for red chili. Don't ask me why, but it's weird when you get old. My meats. I want it all. All the variety? Oh, no problem. Here, one tip I do real quick. If I get like chicken legs that are on sale, I divide them up because I get the big pack. Stress, cook, and clean. Well, with my two messy gentlemen here, yeah. I'm not old, thank you. But I take the chicken and I divide it up in Ziploc bags for us three. And each one will have a different marinade. One will be like, I'll do a barbecue rub on it. Sometimes I'll do it with just the, what do you call it in English? Spanish, it's adobo. Uh, I guess the English equivalent would be seasonal type salt. Um, then I will do Italian. So each bag, oh, and some I'll do in like Chinese with soy sauce and ginger and garlic, and I'll freeze it already marinated. That way, when you're pulling it out the freezer, it's already done. Hey, okie doke, what's up, sunshine? How you doing? Mom's divvying out recipes. We're talking food. So, but yeah, I marinate all my meat first and then freeze it. So, and I've done both canned beans and fresh beans. Um, so people are like, oh, well, I can tell the difference between fresh beans and canned beans. And I laugh. Sure, you can. Let me make you a pot of my beans. Tell me about it. Like white beans and ham. I got the leftover ham bone from Thanksgiving, which I'll be using that up in the next month or so once the temperature really drops. So, all that good kind of stuff. You can't tell the difference. You really can't. Unless you make fresh beans and you don't cook them all the way and they're hard, then of course you can tell. Other than that, no, you can't. And I'm big on, I love beans and stuff like that. But I'll take a can of white beans, I'll drain them, and then I make them into a salad. I chop up cucumbers. Um, Depending, for my husband, I'll chop up a jalapeno. I'm not a fan of jalapenos. Um, and just add a little of this, little of that, make a balsamic vinaigrette, throw it in there, let it marinate. And then come the summertime, you got a bean salad. I'm sorry, Jay. I did not mean to make you hungry, my friend. So, yes, I know it's late for you, Jay, big time. I hope your stream went well. I hope the run you guys are doing was going good. So, now I know I saw the title of your video and I didn't want to ask her in chat. So you're gonna build a coliseum this time? Guys, he's the one I've been singing his praises about, his damn castle complex. And dragon, stone dragon. getting rated. Hey, hello, hello. SNY, you're a doll, baby. Thank you, and welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let me do this. Hang on a second. Talk food and get rated? Man, it's my night. Things are good. Why isn't... Please bear with me a moment. Ah, there we go. Hey, hey. How'd your game go, SNY? Hey, hey. How'd your game go, SNY? Hey, Jake, do you have spam? Well, I know you guys have spam. There's another person from the UK that I talked to. The only thing was they had 2 flavors, I think, or 3. And we have here jalapeno spam. And I don't know where she was from in the UK, but God love her. She had this heavy accent. And she's like, I did not know there were other flavors. And she starts Googling it. And she sees there's like 12 different flavors of spam. And so yeah, she's like, we can't get that here. It's like, I'm sorry. Yeah, going favorite here is jalapeno spam. Coliseum build within the next few days. Prepping retina. Mess around too. Oh, absolutely. You have the best of both worlds. You're a slayer and you're a builder. And you guys are funny as heck. So, but yeah, if I'm not streaming, the first thing I do, I'll get out of my stream and I'll jump over and go, okay, who's on now? Like, and I'll have 5 tabs open because usually J streaming, SNY streaming, um, and then I jump back and forth. And then I start hearing too many zombies or shooting. It's like, okay, what tab do I have open now? So, what sculpture are you gonna do for this one? You had the dragon for the castle. Oh, I know. It's just a popular time. And I know that. For me, it's just once my minions go down for the night, that's when I can generally get on comfortably. To watch different streams. Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, being part blind, I don't use my cell phone for much except literally to answer phone calls. So, but yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Oh, I got another red in the channel. Sweet. Guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it if you would. Enough of that, back to the good stuff. Food and building. Haha, I can talk about that stuff all night. I hijacked poor Jay's stream the other day. God, what? We talked about food for about a good hour, Jay. Ooh. Ooh. Mythic Alliance. Hmm. That would be cool. One day, if I ever get good at building my own things, I would have to build Jessie the New York Public Library, better known as the Ghostbusters Library. I lived in that library growing up. I used to love it. And last thing, it's great. Well, thank you. I know I don't have a grating voice. Hey, food brings people together. Come on. It was a fun chat, though. I had somebody in chat one time tell me that I sounded like a guy in chat. It's like, well, can't do anything about that. Sorry. I had another person tell me I should be a radio disc jockey because I had the voice for it. So, what's a traditional holiday meal for you guys? For you, Jay? And Red, what's a traditional one for you? Zyril was in the channel earlier, Jay, and well, before that I was in hers, and she had to say she had to look up how to make turkey again. It had been so long. So much funny. 12-year-old. Oh jeez. Ham. Oh, Jay just learned about apple butter. SNY. He didn't know what apple butter was. And I told him that's what I use when I make a ham. I get a jar of apple butter, cook the ham most of the way through, and slather it up with apple butter mixed with a little bit of apple cider vinegar and mustard. So it's not uber sweet, but you still have that hint of sweetness. And then put carrots, baby carrots on the bottom of the pan. So Roast. Any meat being roasted. See, now for a traditional Puerto Rican pork roast, which is usually the shoulder cut, we mash fresh garlic, oregano, salt, black pepper, and then you take and you make with a long knife deep slits into the meat. And once you have the garlic mashed up into a paste, you stuff it all into all the holes you made. Rub the outside, wrap it tight, and then refrigerate it for 3 days before you pull it out and cook it. And then you cook it slow, skin side up. That's traditional Puerto Rican marinade. No, I haven't seen AK in a couple of days. Okay, that's weird. Okay, this is weird. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just noticing my title of my YouTube stream is different from what it's supposed to be. Because it's supposed to be Fabulous Phase 2. Oh, I'll have to fix that. Okay. I'm glad I brought up YouTube to see that. I streamed with her yesterday. She's been quiet tonight. Oh, stop. Oh, I like when you guys are streaming together. You and Mariter and AK and stuff. Yeah, I'll have your channel open, Jay's channel, Mariter, and then whoever else is on at the same time. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I am out. Okay, Maria, no problem. Yeah, I will definitely have to fix that one. But yeah, you should try the apple butter on ham. Oh, it's great. Jay, you ready to fall asleep yet? I'm still thinking about food. I'm sorry. It's going on. It's 9:49, going on 9:50. 10 minutes to 10. Now it's good because the next 2 weeks, roughly, my son's off from school, so I don't have to worry about getting his butt up for school. So I can stream in peace in the mornings. Ooh, I thought I forgot to do those. There, that works. Yeah. I use either the closet doors as shutters for industrial windows or even the wood doors like I have in the other room. Oh, remember Jay, we were talking this morning and you were helping me with ideas? Yeah, I did the staircase. That way it took up some of the space in the wall. There's the wood doors for shutters. Though it's a snow biome, so I'm sure I'd be using heavier materials, but it works. There we go. Yeah. My husband's cat, Jackass. He my husband has a long desk and he has 3 monitors for work. And there's one monitor that he doesn't have to look at as much. So the cat usually lays there. But for the past week, he's been wanting to lay dead center. Um, and his paws were all over the keyboard. So he kept messing up my husband's stuff this morning for work. At which point, the cat went flying off the desk a couple of times. Simple. No peeping toms at bedtime. So. No more talking for you, Mom. Oh, how about when they want to lay on your mouse hand? I had my first cat years ago, before she passed away, Miso. She would climb up on the desk and squeeze her butt between the computer and my mouse, and then she would lay half over my mouse. And then extend the paws, which would reach onto the number pad, so there was no telling what would come up on my screen. Yeah. Swift, Amy, Chronic, Medusa, and Tex the Infidel's Jim. Have 2 beds on. Oh, absolutely they do. They do not want divided attention. Oh, they need to add a popcorn machine. Sorry, it's still on the list of decorations. Maria wants to work on a mod to add decorations. Okay, that's a little creepy. Just saying. I wish it was like Valheim, where you can put clothes on the mannequins. That would be cool. Dress them up with the different clothing sets. It looks like every other movie theater. Oh, the only thing was the movie theater before we moved to where we are now. They had movie theater with recliner seats with heat. Heated recliners. So you sit and you push the button and your feet would come up. It was glorious. Best movie theater seats ever. Not gonna have to do too much in here but repair. Oh, they didn't even put a faux projector. Oh yeah, they did. Okay, cool. No movie posters up here. Even though I know it is an adult movie theater. There we go. It's weird because when I made the stripper bar for Swift and the Farm Life mod, there was calendar pictures, you know, with girls in like shorts and I don't see that in this one, so I didn't realize it was actually mod specific. Okay, so why do we have... Okay, this is the office. I like it. I'll take it. Need more posters. Need a paint job, definitely. Lighten it up a little bit. Man. Yep, it's workable. Definitely. But that's alright, there we go. I'll just put up bars here. Right, this will be tomorrow's job. See, if only they'd let you put in like, well, not there, but a shelf with a candy to show it as a candy shelf. Even like Fallout does, you have so many slots and you can display the items you put in when you have them loaded there. Gonna go lay down, leaving you running. Thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful night, SNY. Thanks for coming in, honey. And thank you for rating. So, okay, that's not gonna take too much work. And we will go to Swift's end of the plaza. I have to say my stripper pole was much more, my stripper bar was much more exciting. Yeah. Once again, pretty much colors. Add some liquor. You were asking me about the spiral staircases. So yeah. Visually for me, spiral staircases are very tough to navigate and even to line up. I played with them a little bit and I'm like, nope. So I went back to the other, if it's one or two pieces, fine. But when was trying to do the whole, yep, didn't work for me. So Now, one thing I did find interesting was that they have some of the lights that actually work, but yet when you spawn them in creative and you go into dev mode, they don't work. I was looking to do spotlights like they have excuse me, like they have for the billboards. And you cannot spawn them in already working. I was like, okay, well, that's a disappointment. And I don't want to have the dang generator sound. There was upstairs here. See, like the track lighting. You avoid them? I'll get one piece lined up, I'll get the other piece after 20 minutes lined up, and then I screw up the third piece and keep going over, and I'm like, forget it, never mind. Never mind. And I'm a pretty patient person, but that definitely taxes my patience level. Okay. You can tell I haven't been here. There's no light. Oh, maybe I have been here. Oh, yeah, I was. Okay. Well, upper floor will be a place for him to stay. Oh, there's the ladder. I fell asleep. Hope you. Just go to bed. I'm not going to be on that much longer. So, just getting a layout of rooms and flow for things, that's all. Nothing overly exciting. Okay. I have an idea. So, now I know where to start for tomorrow. Always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging. And Lord willing, I will see you tomorrow. Get some good sleep. Lounge around, grab some coffee. Alright, actually, I think I'm going to call it here as well. Walked around the building about 20 times. About that space. Ah, stuck. Oh, it's clean. Okay. Alright, everybody. Guys, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. You guys always make my streams an adventure. I gotta say, gotta love the food chat. Poor Jay's gonna come out dreaming tonight of like chicken wings or something. It was nice meeting you. I hope you come back and join us. And thank you. Um, Usually I'm much more active in the building, but once we started talking about food, that was it. I was done for. But I hope you have a wonderful night. And please come back and join us. Good night, my friends. Good night hugs from Mom. You're gonna get up and curse me in the morning. Damn it, I dreamt of chicken wings all night. Good night, you guys.